Yeah.
So hey guys, welcome to Crick-Cast, a cricket podcast. So once again, we are back with the post-match podcast as promised. So what we saw is another one-sided game of cricket, and just like Delhi, as we discussed in the previous podcast. So what we can see, even Royal Challengers Bangalore is right now in a big dilemma. So and they have only themselves to blame for it. So once again, joining me on the podcast is Urjunda. Hello, Urjunda. I'll
Yeah.
straight away go to you. Just like Delhi, I think Bangalore seems to just follow the footsteps of Delhi, just to uh, just to and not anything is not working from the for them in their favor currently.
Yeah, so heavy dependence on AB de Villiers actually making it more difficult. So if you see the in between they have picked up, and if you see those matches, it was single-handedly won by AB de Villiers. So I think they're doing the same mistake. Their fast bowlers are again bowling but not in the right places. Similarly, AB today actually I would say today AB of course started very well, but the way Rashid Khan I would say single-handedly changed the perspective. I would give full credits to Rashid because I think he was frustrated. Four times he got beaten in 1 over. I have never seen ABD getting beaten. I think it was complete skill by Rashid Khan.
Yeah.
That actually set up for his wicket. So the way he got out, so he was more frustrated and a lot of pressure was getting built. So that was what it is. But then I feel that their dependence on DTB, that is the Devdutt Pallikal and ABD specifically this year, has made the team look brittle. But I still feel that they still have a chance to make it to the playoffs, because at this point of time, if you really ask me, all the four teams who are actually fighting for the playoffs, RCB still have some chance because they have still a set of batsmen who can, on a give and take, can perform, and they can score good amount of runs, and also the fast bowlers they have. So I feel they're breathing and they're alive. They are in ICU, but they're breathing. So somewhere RCB still have a chance.
Yeah, and my second question is the fact that Kohli's captaincy, I feel, has not been up to the mark, because in a pitch like this, I personally felt a spinner would have helped Kohli rather than having somebody like Udana, because already RCB are having Morris, Siraj, and Navdeep Saini. So was there a need to play Zampa today ahead of this guy, probably Udana? Or it was strategy was right, just it didn't fell in
I,
place.
I'm really surprised with the wickets slowing down in both Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Why they have been holding Zampa in the dugout? Because if you see before the IPL started, and Zampa was in a good form. I think against England he really bowled well. He was bowling the right spot.
Yeah.
And see if you see this year's IPL, the last couple of matches, the spinners played a very important role. Whether it is Varun Chakravarti, whether it is Narain, whether it is Rashid Khan, even to some extent Chahal and Washington Sundar, they're all well bowled very well. So holding someone like Zampa is the number one spinner in Australia for the last couple of years, and I don't think he, in fact, this year's Big Bash and last year's Big Bash, he was one of the top bowlers. So looking at all these aspects, I'm really surprised why RCB chose not to play him in the last couple of matches when the wickets were slowing. So very strange decision.
And also the fact I just came to know that just on the virtue of one win, Sunrisers Hyderabad has moved to the fourth spot
Fourth spot, yeah.
because of their improved run rate. Yeah, so that is something hilarious, and obviously Sunrisers Hyderabad having a better chance, because run rates are going to play a very important role. So having said that, I'll straight away come to tomorrow's prediction, because from tomorrow onwards we will have something or the other deciding factor which will be taking place. So in the very first match, CSK playing Kings 11 Punjab, where Punjab's fate entirely lies in tomorrow's match, and second one is a virtual decider between KKR and Rajasthan Royals. So, what according to you is going to happen tomorrow?
Yeah, so being a KKR fan, I would say that I would want Chennai Super King to win and win very with a good
Yeah,
mark. And importantly, KKR has got an important match in the evening, which I think the toss will play a very important role because I've been witnessing the last 3-4 matches where the team batting second was really struggling with the due. So, in all probability, these are the two teams which I feel I would not say predictions, but I want. So Chennai and
yeah,
will win. Chennai, I think if you see the tomorrow's match of Chennai and Kings 11 Punjab though is a very strong team, but very importantly, see everyone in Chennai is now trying to prove a point. We are just around
yeah,
4 months before the new season starts, and there are a lot of fringe
yeah,
players who probably are trying to make a point to keep stay in the Chennai Super King team. So one of them, of course, is
yeah,
this Rituraj Gaikwad. So I feel that
yeah.
they will go all out. And very importantly, tomorrow probably will be the last match of Mahendra Singh Dhoni in IPL. Okay, so please keep a note.
Probably, yeah.
Probability. So though the CSK management is trying very hard to hold him back for next year's IPL, but I don't see him playing next year because I knowing Dhoni, I don't think he can. He will never play when he is half in form, half fit or half in form. So I think somewhere tomorrow's match will be a match to remember for CSK for the for the all the fans of CSK. Tomorrow probably this is the last match of CSK of this generation. So in
Yeah,
all probability the entire team may get changed. Tomorrow will be the last match of Watson. Maybe tomorrow will be the last
yeah.
match of Faf du Plessis. So we don't know. So all these grades of CSK may actually try and make a record and make a point that they are very much in the fray. So I think
Also, the story has already ended for the story with CSK has already ended for Raina and Harbhajan,
yeah. So Raina,
and both being legends in this
so
format.
yeah. So I think for the record, they will play their best game, and they have actually. If you see the way CSK has picked up in the last couple of matches, there I think they look like a complete settled team. I felt that though the match which they won against KKR was a very close match, but somewhere CSK was already always up 55-45 it was. So I think if
Hmm.
Ambati Raidu, not to forget Ambati Raidu. So Ambati Raidu also will try to make a point.
Ambati, right?
With keeping all these things in mind, I feel CSK will pose a very strong challenge to Kings 11 Punjab.
And I don't remember how many times Punjab has finished the group stage with only 6 wins. So six is somehow it's a number Punjab loves finishing with. So having said that, we'll end today's podcast on this note. Thank you so much, Arjunda, and
Thank you.
I hope tomorrow with two very boring matches today. I hope tomorrow will be as exciting as ever. So thank you so much, Arjunda, for joining. We will meet at the end of tomorrow's matches.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good night.